Today's sunshine note is titled, Don't Wear Green. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife or his male or female servant, his ox or donkey or anything that belongs to your neighbor. Exodus chapter 20, verse 17. Today's the day when some people play the game that you must wear the color green, because if you do not, you will be pinched. We could not play this game at our school, and you probably can't at yours either. But that did not stop my brothers and sisters from pinching me if I forgot to wear green on March 17. Have you ever heard of the term green with envy? That term is not talking about wearing green, but about having envy in your heart, and that's where you don't want to wear the color green. It is the same thing as coveting, which is the 10th commandment and today's text. It is sometimes hard not to be envious over what other kids have. Maybe someone has a better bike than yours, an expensive brand name skateboard, or a nice pair of skis. Or maybe someone has designer clothes, a bigger bedroom, or a backyard pool. Maybe some family has a nicer house, a boat, or an expensive car. But what's so bad about being envious over something that someone else has? Why is it such a big deal? So big that God made don't covet one of the 10 commandments? For one thing, when you covet, you hurt yourself. Comparing your life to another kid's can make yours seem boring, and you begin to live your life in what I call if-onlys. If only I had a wakeboard like Brad's. If only I had a pair of jeans like Serena. If only I had a dirt bike like Cody's. If only I had a bedroom like Brittany's. And before you know it, your whole focus is on what you don't have. What you do have just doesn't seem to count anymore. I like the way the Message Bible says the last part of today's text. Don't set your heart on anything that is your neighbor's. Why? Matthew 6 verses 19 through 21 gives the answer. Don't hoard treasures down here where it gets eaten by moths and corroded by rust, or worse, stolen by burglars. Stockpile treasures in heaven where it is safe from moth and rust and burglars. It's obvious, isn't it? The place where your treasure is the place you will most want to be and end up being. Elaborate possessions here on earth won't last forever, but heaven will. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife or his male or female servant, his ox or donkey or anything that belongs to your neighbor. Exodus chapter 20 verse 17. May God bless you today.